Are you looking for the best monitors for video editing? In this video, we will look at some of the best monitors for video editing on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Dell U2723QE. The best monitor for video editing that we've tested is the Dell U2723QE. It's an excellent monitor for video editors and has many features to improve your workflow. Its 4K resolution and high pixel density helps deliver sharp images, and you can see tons of details in your videos, which is also important if you need to edit videos in 4K. It has a dedicated sRGB mode that results in excellent accuracy in SDR and displays a wide range of colors in HDR. Its 27-inch screen size lets you multitask with different windows open, but if you want something bigger, the Dell U2723QE is another option. However, it costs more and undersaturates colors in HDR, which isn't ideal for HDR video editing. As this is a high-end monitor, it also has premium features, like its massive USB hub. It has 5 USB-A and 3 USB-C ports, so connecting different devices is very easy. One of its USB-C inputs supports DisplayPort Alt mode with 90 W of power delivery, which is ideal if you want to connect your laptop and charge it using a single cable. It also has a KVM switch that makes it easier to multitask with different devices. Number 2. LG 40W P95CW. If you work with a long video timeline and find a 27-inch screen too small, consider an ultra-wide monitor like the LG 40W P95CW. You'll have to pay a premium for the size upgrade, but the large 40-inch screen and 21:9 aspect ratio allow you to see more of your video timeline simultaneously. Its 5120x2160 resolution results in a slightly lower pixel density than the Dell U2723QE, but it still delivers a ton of detailers and sharp images. While it doesn't have as many USB ports as the Dell, it offers great connectivity, thanks to its 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports that support 96 W of power. Like the Dell, it has a dedicated sRGB mode that results in excellent image accuracy without any oversaturated colors in SDR. Even in it accurately displays a wide range of colors in the commonly used DCI-P3 color space. It also has decent viewing angles, so the image remains consistent when viewed from different angles. This is important if you need to share the screen with a coworker or client, or even if you're sitting in the center of the screen and looking at the edge. Number 3. Dell S2722QC. If you aren't a fan of ultra-wide displays or prefer saving money, check out the Dell S2722QC, which often goes on sale for a budget-friendly price too. With a smaller screen than the LG 40W P95CW, you can't see as much of your video timeline at once. But that's the trade-off if you want to save some money anyways. It has a 27-inch 4K screen, and it's a step-down model from the Dell U2723QE, so it has fewer features as it lacks a dedicated sRGB mode. Most colors are oversaturated in the sRGB color space, and you may need to calibrate it for perfect accuracy. However, the image accuracy is still decent enough for casual editors. Another difference between this monitor and the U2723QE is that it has a smaller USB, can still easily connect to it via USB-C, thanks to its DisplayPort Alt mode, with 65 W of power delivery, but it doesn't have extra perks like a KVM switch. If you don't need any USB ports, you can also get the Dell S2722QS for a bit cheaper, and its picture quality is similar to the Number 4. Gigabyte M27Q. While the Dell S2722QC sometimes goes on sale for budget-friendly prices, there are some options if you see it available at a higher price and prefer a true budget monitor. One is the Gigabyte M27Q, which has a lower 1440p resolution than the Dell S2722QC. Images are less detailed, but this is the downside of using a budget monitor. It also uses a BGR subpixel layout, instead of the RGB subpixel layout found on most monitors. This negatively impacts the text clarity, like the text elements of your video editing software, but it doesn't affect the overall picture quality. Speaking of which, one advantage it has over the Dell model is that it displays a wider range of colors in SDR and HDR, which helps improve your video editing experience. It also has a dedicated sRGB picture mode with excellent accuracy before calibration. Despite being a low-cost monitor, it has a few productivity features, like a USB-C input that supports DisplayPort Alt mode, which lets you display an image from a compatible laptop. However, because it's limited to only 10 W of power delivery, you'll need to connect an external power source to your laptop to charge it while you're video editing. Number 5. Acer Nitro X2722QC Pbmiiprx. If you're getting into video editing for the first time and don't want to spend much on a monitor, a cheap option like the Acer Nitro X2722QC Pbmiiprx is a good alternative to the Gigabyte M27Q. As expected for something in this price range, it has a smaller 24-inch screen than the Gigabyte and has a lower 1080p resolution. Images aren't as detailed, but because the pixel density isn't significantly lower, the image sharpness is about the same, and it's good enough if you need a simple display for editing. It's good for video editing because it has great accuracy before calibration, thanks to its sRGB mode, but you still may need to calibrate it for the most accurate colors. It displays a wide range of colors in SDR, but unfortunately, its HDR performance is limited, as it doesn't support a wide color gamut. However, that's normal for simple monitors like this one, and you'll need to spend more to get better HDR performance. Lastly, it also has remarkable ergonomics that make it easy to adjust, and wide viewing angles if you need to share your screen with someone else.